Hello, welcome again to Hope Alive with Mary. Always a delight and excitement. I'm always excited to be here to speak with you, to encourage you. I am so excited to be here. How are you doing? How are you holding on wherever you are? What's going on about you, what's going on in you. I genuinely would want to know. It's not a cliche or standard kind of Christian. How you doing? I really do want to know how you're doing. Send me your comments. I want to know how you're doing. I hope you're fine. I hope all is well. I hope you are keeping strong and safe where you are. God is in control. God has got your back. I've come to tell you, God has got your back. He has never, for 1 second, forgotten about you. He promised He will never leave you nor forsake you. And He's a God. I want to say a man. He's not a man. He's a God of His word. When He says He will do a thing, He does it. So I want to encourage you to hang on there. Hang on there. I'll tell you about the bed bugs. And for those who know the bed bugs, in where I come from, there is a saying, a story about the bed bugs and the mother bed bugs and the babies. When people try to kill them, sometimes they use, flames, fire flames to burn them from the bring them out of their hiding places and to burn them up. And sometimes they use hot water or they use all manner of things to kill the bed bugs. But one of the things they said the bed bugs, and the reason why they think the bed bugs don't go away that quickly, is because of their resilience. And they said the mother bug would tell their babies, they say, hang on there, hang on there. Whatever is hot will soon be cold. Whatever that is hot will soon be cold. Hang on there. He said that's how they survive. So anyone who knows about bed bugs, they are one of the most difficult pests to deal with. And it's because of their resilience. And God wants to say to you today, hang on there. We are crops of people who don't give up easily. We are crops of people who outlive the trials. We outlive the challenges. We wear out the devil. We don't buckle under pressure because we are made of material that is not of this earth. The weapon of our warfare is not carnal, but they are mighty to God, to the pulling down of strongholds. Today I want to speak to you about prayers. Prayers. Oh God, Lord has been nudging me in that direction for a while. Prayers. And just today, as I was praying today, He just laid in my heart, you know what? Gather a few people who want to pray. Sometimes, it's not sometimes, all the time, iron sharpeneth iron. One flame can do so much, but when you bring 2-3 flames together, oh my God, the power is the power of the fire that it brings out is enormous. The Bible says 2 is better than 1, and the prayer of agreement of 2, of course, we know what it is. So if you are interested, dear me, get to me, to get across to me, send me a message, and I'll invite you to this little group of women who want to pray. We just want to pray. And I just want to talk about prayers. Prayer is one of the greatest, most powerful tools that the Lord has given to us. It's one of the greatest and most powerful weapons, both for warfare and for communication and for contact and with God. Prayers is true prayers. Sometimes people use prayers for a period or a season of, or a time of receiving. Prayers, oh God, give me, God, give me, God, give me. So that's what we see prayers at, or when we are faced with challenges. Oh God, fight my battles, kill my enemies, and whatever. Prayers is much more than that. It's much more than that. The first thing that the first purpose of prayer is to be with God, is to communicate with God. It's one of the tools by which we talk to our God. We don't write letters to Him. No, we don't. We don't send text messages to God. We don't send emails to God. There are different ways we human beings communicate. Okay? Then for us, as Christians, and our relationship with God and our communication with God is through prayers. God speaks to us in diverse ways, but the one way He has given to us to speak back to Him is through prayers. God can speak to us through His word. He can speak to us through other people. He can speak to us through our spirit. He can speak to us through diverse ways. But when it comes to us speaking back to God, it is through prayers. God would rather you come to Him, and that is why the veil of the temple was rent in two. There is no need to an intermediary anymore. There is no need for someone to come in between you and God anymore. God wants you to come to Him. We are His children. I have never met, I am a parent myself, but I would rather my children come to me with their challenges, come to me to speak to me with anything. I would rather they come to me even when they don't have challenges, just to talk with me. And I don't want them to go through another person. I am their mother. I would rather my son comes to me rather than go through the sister. There must be something wrong with my relationship with my son if anytime he needs something, anytime he needs, something from me, he has to go through his sister or his brother. God wants us to come to Him directly. I want to speak about prayers in this period. I might not be able to finish talking. The topic of prayer is inexhaustible as far as I'm concerned. We can carry on in eternity talking about prayers because they are in layers. It's like peeling up the onion. You peel up one layer, you meet another one. When you peel up, you meet another one. There is no one that has come to the point of saying, I've exhausted everything that has to do with prayers. Prayers, and one of the best things of learning how to pray, I've always said to people, is to pray. Thank God for ministries and teachings on prayers or whatever. But the best way to learn how to pray is to pray. But I'm not here to teach you how to pray. I'm just here to encourage you to pray. We are in that season that what we need now more than ever is prayers. Prayers. We need to pray. We need to quit talking, quit complaining, and pray. And prayers are in different folds. Honestly, it's all in my head. There's so much in my head to say about prayers, and I'm just wondering how I would just want to introduce it today. But later I can now bring it down to talk about how to pray, different ways of prayers. And I said the best way is to pray yourself because, no one teaches us how to talk to our parents. You just learn by relationship. You build the relationship. A baby begin to build relationship with the parents, even when she's cawing and she's cooing and she's doing the blah 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 and everything. It begins to grow. No parents tells a child off that, why are you speaking in this manner? The child begins to learn how to speak to the parents because it's learning to hear at the same time. So prayer is communication. We speak to God and we hear from God. We need to be in tune with heaven at this time. We need to be in touch with heaven at this time. Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, single, young people, your teenagers, children, this is the time to pray. This is the time to teach your children to pray, to communicate with God, to be in touch with heaven. Time is going, so I probably will do a more session on this. But I want to title this When You Pray, because Jesus Christ mentioned in Matthew chapter 6, when He was talking on the Psalm, one of the sermons on the Mount, in Matthew chapter 6 in verse 3, he said, when you give alms. It is a matter of when, it's not if. So he said, when you give alms. Then in verse 5, he said, when you pray. And in verse 16, he said, when you fast. 3 things he mentioned there. And each one is when. I just want to speak about prayers in this period, okay? And a lot of churches and a lot of people are fasting at the moment. I'm one of them. I'm enjoying it. And it's been a glorious time in God's presence. It's been wonderful to fast. Fasting is great. But fasting without prayers is as good as not fast. It's hunger strike. So it's hunger stress. That's why I want to speak about prayers. I want to encourage us to pray. I want you to pray. Pray like you've never done before. Pray and be in touch with heaven. Through prayers, God communicates and connects with you. That's the emphasis of today. What the relationship and communication we get from being or praying. But there are a lot of other things prayers also can establish and do in our lives. So let me get out of your way so you can begin to pray. Pray in all season. The Bible says we should pray in all season. Pray at all time. Jesus Christ said, look, it is men ought to pray and not to faint. So pray. As you get off this now, begin to pray. God bless you. I'll come your way again and we talk about prayer. And as I said earlier on, if you're interested in joining this little group that I'm setting up just to pray. And for now, just women, just ladies, who are hungry for prayers, who want the fire of other people's fire to catch up with their fires. It's just for 1 hour that we'll be praying. So reach out to me if you want to be part of this group. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please do that. Share this video with other people. Like it. Let's encourage Christian videos and contents on YouTube. Please subscribe. Press the notification button. That way you get to know we get new video. Leave me a comment. Let's know how this video has been blessed. God bless you. I'll see you again soon.